Guys, do you know what you're doing? Probably not. But I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm here for. And, you know, to be blunt, like the title says, whatever I call it, the Nintendo fans of right now are starting to turn into the PlayStation fans. Now, what I mean by that is the mentality of which is going on. Let me put some history on you. Last game generation, just a couple years ago, hell, even before the new century came, like at the start of the new century, 2000, 2001, stuff like that, when PlayStation 2 dominated all, PlayStation 2 was, in fact, the weakest of the consoles. Not saying it was bad. It had, like, most of the best games that came out during that time. RPGs, fighting games, this, that, and the other thing. All that great stuff. Multiplats for the system, when multiplat became a thing, they kind of got the bad part of it. You know, they always they were glitchy, things that work out, sound was wrong. Sonic Hero is a good example of this. For the games made specifically for PlayStation, it worked out a little better, but graphically it was the weakest. It went pretty much on Xbox, GameCube, and the PS2, right? All well and good, because, you know, the PlayStation 2 still kicked everybody's ass. I mean, hell, I got one. It kicked everybody's ass in sales-wise, game-wise, everything. Just great stuff. And, you know, even though fanboys wasn't as bad back then as it is now, you know, a lot of people, like, crapped on the PS2 for its ability, or lack thereof, to be more of the higher profile, you know, the better graphics, this, that, and the other thing. GameCube, even though it did last in sales, still had more power than the PS2. I know, people are like, no. You know what? Shut up, I'm going somewhere with this. The point was that a lot of people were saying, is like, a lot of the Sony fans were saying, well, so what? The games are good, so what's it matter how powerful the graphics are? Yeah, they did that. I was there. I remember. It happened. So, you know, that happened, and it was whatever. PS2 kicked the crap out of everything, despite the fact that it was not the strongest of the three systems at the time. Fast forward to, I don't know, now? Okay, not now, maybe a little before now, when the argument switched. Now, all of a sudden, the PS3 comes out, and all the Sony fans are like, oh, we have the best graphical system ever. Graphics. Yeah, that's what happened. So they're all toting the graphic banners like, oh, we got the high definition. This, that, and everything. They don't, we do. Graphics rule all. What about the gameplay? Is the gameplay? Fuck gameplay! Graphics! Call of Duty! Graphics! That's my impression of this game generation. And Wii sucks, it has bad graphics, it's not HD, so therefore it's not a real system. Ah, loser! So, you know, this prompted most Nintendo fans be like, but the games are great. Have you played this game? Play this game? Let's ignore the shovelware things. And a lot of people are going to bring that up. Oh, we had a bunch of shovelware. Well, no shit. But there were actual games on there that were pretty good back when there was actually some kind of third-party support. You know, up until about 2011 where you just went to crap. But up to about 2010, they were doing alright with a lot of the other games. No, shovelware aside, let's just forget about that. Let's pretend, for the sake of this argument here, that doesn't, it's not a factor. So then we had that. So the argument was pretty much the same, just the two parties switched it over. Now, the PlayStation fans are all like, you know, talking about their e-penises, their e-cocks, about how great the graphics are and stuff like this. And everything like that. And then, like I said, you had the Nintendo fans, Wii fans. Well, even though the graphics aren't that great, the game's still good, which I agree. I think the games were pretty good. There's a lot of games on the Wii I liked. So I actually did like the Wii myself. And a lot of people might be like, oh, how do you like the Wii? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? So, yeah, there was that. So now we're at now. And what are the Nintendo fans doing? What are we doing? Oh, no, I'm saying we. I'm like, whatever with this. What are they doing? They're seeing the specs of the Wii. Graphics! It's going to have HD. The specs are going to be so much better than the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And they're probably going to be more powerful than the PS4. It's going to rule all. Yeah, because of the graphics. Yeah, we're going to play Zelda in HD. Yeah, we're going to play Mario in HD. Yeah, graphics, graphics, graphics. Yeah. And we're back to that again. So basically what you're doing is, Nintendo fans, and me being a Nintendo fan, I should probably, address my fellow Nintendo fans and tell you that, you should stop it. Because that's what you're turning into. You're now becoming the next generation of the Sony fans by being Nintendo fans. So that's pretty much your argument leg. Is now you're toting the graphics flag all of a sudden. This, that, and the other thing. And depending on what games the Wii U gets, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Call of Duty. You got Assassin's Creed, this, that, and the other thing. Which I'm really not interested in most of the third-party stuff they're showing right now. I am actually more interested to see what Nintendo has to offer from their first-party stuff. Like, I'm hearing rumors of, Star Fox coming back. Maybe they should do F-Zero. Bring back some things that they completely ignored with the Wii. They have to do that. And, okay, the graphics is a nice bonus. I mean, I'm okay with graphics, too. I like that. I play a couple games with the graphics, I'm like, hey, this is kind of nice, So I'm not, totally against graphics whatsoever. I am in the camp that I don't think they make the game. That while they're a nice thing to make the thing look pretty, it's not a necessary thing. It's not really going to make or break what I like about the game. But, I'd throw that out there just as a warning that this is what's happening. This is what you're doing. You are now turning into the very thing that this whole generation, or at least the past couple of years, you have been just, decrying, giving shit about to the other companies for that, the whole graphics thing. That's what you're turning into. You are now becoming the graphics whores in the next generation. That is what's going on. You need to stop doing that. Alright? You're supposed to be better. We all have to be better than this. Alright? Because right now, the whole next generation, it's looking like a graphics war. That's all it is. Seriously, everybody here is talking about specs this and specs that. Am I the one here who doesn't really give a shit? I want to know what kind of games I'm getting next generation. Seriously, I don't know, is going to be a Dragon Age 3? Will there be a Dragon Age 3? Is it going to be on the PS3 or Xbox? Will I have to wait till PS4 to get it? Maybe I'll end up getting on PC. I don't know. I know Nintendo's keeping quiet till E3, and I don't know what Sony's doing. I don't know if they're going to say anything about a PS4 or not. But, that's where I am. I'm like, well, what kind of games am I going to get? That's not the only concern. Another concern is, what kind of restrictions am I going to have on these games when I buy them? Is there going to be disc content? What kind of DLC are they going to offer me? Is it DLCs going to be added later? Or is it going to be shit they're going to lock on the disc and I have to pay extra money for on opening day? This is what concerns me. Alright? Graphics right now is taking a back seat. Yeah, all the specs and graphics and HD stuff is nice, but where the fuck are the games? What kind of games am I playing? What's gonna grab my attention? When I look at the next Zelda game, what am I gonna see in there that's gonna say, wow, Zelda? I mean, voice acting? Could they introduce voice acting? Who knows? If I see voice acting, holy shit, they're doing voice acting. Hell yeah, sign me up. Or, in Mario, which is probably going to be on the same thing, I don't know. But, they could add voice acting in that too. They did it Mario Sunshine. I don't know why they couldn't do that in the Galaxy games. All of a sudden. And, I'm not that interested in Star Fox, really. But who knows? Maybe I'll see, something from Star Fox and be like, holy crap. And then there's the rumor about the Star Fox and Metroid crossover. Which sounds kind of interesting. So, maybe I'll look at that and go, wow, that is some good shit. That's what I want to play. That's me. I'm looking at what games am I going to be playing? Not, what the game's going to look like. Oh, is it going to run in 1080p? Are they going to be native 1080p? 1080p? 720p? What's it going to be? I don't care. I want to know what fucking games I'm going to be playing. Alright? This is what we got to be focusing on. And right now, all you're doing is sitting there and bitching and complaining about the graphics. It's going to be the most powerful system ever. And then when, the PS4 and next Xbox come out, same shit. Look at the graphics on there. Those graphics shit all over the Wii. What kind of game is that? I don't know, it has good graphics. Graphics and guns. Yeah, these are 2 things that make a video game. Violence and graphics and guns. 3 games that make a video game. And nudity. Titties. Yeah, that's pretty much how... This is where it's going now. Gaming is just becoming like porn, so... But anyway, that's something I want to address. So, Nintendo fans. My fellow Nintendo fans. Calm the fuck down. Shut up about graphics. Let's worry about the games right now, because... What if the games suck? I mean, what if, like, you know... I buy the next Mario game, and they tell me, oh, congratulations, you got this far in Mario game, but if you want the real ending, you gotta pay for DLC. Oh, you beat Ganon, but there's a second quest. There's a second quest in DLC. And if you want the real ending, you gotta get the DLC. $14.99. So, yeah. Think about that. Alright? Worry about everything else later. Or how's the controller going to work? Remember the controller too? Yeah. How's that controller going to work? Are all games going to use it? Will they offer some kind of alternative like the classic controller? With the classic controller that you buy for the Wii, will it still work for the Wii U? I know the nunchuck and remote are still going to, but will the classic remote? You know, will it be backwards compatible? I don't know. I think they said it would be for the Wii games, regular Wii. I don't know yet. Will they do another virtual console and add more games that would do before, you know? I mean, what about all the virtual console games that got on here? Can I somehow re-download them for my Wii U? Can I do that? Is that what's going to happen? So, yeah. How about we start worrying about some of these questions instead of sitting there talking about specs, which, let's face it, about 70% of the game world doesn't know what the hell the specs are. They just see whatever, and they're going to see, oh, look at those graphics. But what's making those graphics? Oh, look at the I'm here talking about graphics chips and this, and I'm like, what game are you gonna play for? Oh, Assassin's Creed 3. They'll probably come out on PS3 first. Maybe I'll just get it then. Oh, Batman Arkham City. I already played that on PS3. I don't need to play that again. What's going on? Oh, what's that? Oh, that's it. So there's that. Okay, I think I ranted on long enough. I think I made my point. So my point is, Nintendo fans. Stop being like PlayStation fans. Shut the fuck up about the graphics and learn stuff about the games. Let's look for that. I'll see you later.